Well, hey, all you rock stars, what is really going on? You're indeed on the winning walk with Christina, and as you can see, I have done a little diving today and found a little box to put the things in. Sister TJ came through for us today, and Sister Holmes came through with a little bit, but there's a little story time associated with this dive today. I hope y'all are having a good week. Hope things are going well for you on the job, or if you're on vacation, I hope you're enjoying some nice weather and things are going well for you. Hope you're feeling okay, and if you're not, I send speedy prayers of healing for you as well, and all of that as we go from the hot summer into the spring. But with that being said, y'all, the first place I went was by Sister TJ, and most of this box is Sister TJ. Also, she gave us this cute little stand. Now, it would be somewhat rickety for a for anything other than, a few books or something like that. If you wanted to sit that in the house, it would be kind of nice, but it's kind of wobbly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my plants that I have in the backyard there, and I'm going to take my plants and elevate them up here. I'm going to start some seedlings, and I'm going to put the regular plants that I've already taken off up here to give them some elevation and aeration as well. This will be fine outside, no problem. So I can't wait to utilize that for that, but I thought that was too cute. Okay, well, Sister TJ gave us all of these hangers that are kind of like the feel like velvet hangers. So we have a bunch of those, which would be good for the yard sale. Y'all, I was gonna do the yard sale this past weekend, but we had no idea as we were, getting ready for it, that we would lose Misha so unexpectedly. So I canceled the yard sale, but in future, once we heal a little more, we're going to put it back on. It'll probably be like maybe mid to late September before we have it, but I'm getting more and more stuff in, and as you can see, all of these boxes right here are things that are going to go in the yard sale. Some of the things we've kept, some of it is just like ornaments and stuff for Christmas and stuff like that, but a lot of it is yard sale things. So I'm really going to have to do a sale, but for now I'm going to have to stop diving. First of all, because I'm running out of space. The shed is about full, and the garage is filling up, so I gotta stop diving for quite a while for that reason. But then the other reason is the our city's finest and the surrounding city's finest have pulled me over at least once for well, I ain't gonna say, but they pulled me over for something that we need to get fixed, and we don't have the money for it. And they understand when I tell them, why things are the way they are with this truck, because it's old and we don't have the money to fix it and get things inspected and the things we need done. And it's going to take us a while to get the money. They're real understanding, and I have not gotten a ticket, but this truck is kind of like tagged, and I could be pulled over at any time or Ray could be pulled over to get a ticket because of the work that needs to be done on it and all of that sort of stuff. So with that being said, this being, the ending of August and the beginning of September, they're really out and they're really looking to meet their numbers and all of that stuff. And I don't want to get in their way. So I'm running out of space, and I want the city's finest to focus on what they need to be focused on. And so for the next couple of weeks, I probably won't be out diving. But again, we got plenty, and we need to have a yard sale. Hopefully we'll have one before the end of next month. But Sister TJ gave us these basic set of 4 wine glasses. And what they did was they, per the usual, they took and broke a cup of this particular one. They broke 2 out of, so that's not too bad. Or they broke 1 out of. But I think I have 2 sets of them, so I might be able to take the other set and make a full set. This came from Sister Holmes, a Winnie the Pooh, what you would call like a ramen noodle thing. Yeah, ramen noodle bowl, which I think is super cute. Here is the other set of the 2 glassware. There's 2 there, and then that's missing 1, so I could take 1 and make 1. But these are the glasses here. Aren't they cute? Super cute. Just drinking glasses. We're gonna have a massive drinking glass set. We need to get rid of these. Big time. We need to get rid of them. Just have a good old set of glassware. They're going to be dirt cheap, and I hope they're all bought, because this glassware is not by any means coming from TJ and Sister Home. By no means is this cheap. This costs quite a bit. Not like this. This is 4 dinner bowls. They tried to crack and break, but they didn't. They didn't crack and break. But look, these bowls are $18. Okay? 18. They're heavy too. Super duper heavy. I might need to put them on the bottom of here though, to solidify that. But perfect, no problem at all with these bowls. Then we have glass straws. Kadri loves glass straws, and it looks like a glass straw cleaner, and with cleaning brush, and they're jet black. Kadri is in her goth era, and so everything is black, and yeah, so she'll love these glass straws once she sees that I have them. Then we have glass juice bottles used for homemade smoothies and juices, and they've fallen out of the packaging, but let me see. I think I have 4 out of the 6 bottles, I'm not sure, but this is what they look like. So I'm thinking, they are not very big. To me, I don't know if I use them for smoothies as much as I use them for maybe spices. They look like they would be good spice containers. And then here's another, what looks like ramen bowl. Not as deep as the Winnie the Pooh bowl, but it's nice nevertheless. Then there's prayer cards, and it looks like, let me see if I can open it. Look like they've sealed it on either side to where I can't open it. Looks like the handle broke off, but if I can tell, they're in here. Prayer cards, set of 40 prayer and scripture cards to help inspire yourself and others. Sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Psalm 34, verse 4. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. That's what's getting me through right now, y'all. Prayer. Absolutely prayer. Then just a loose leaf notebook, which is sort of random. I think with Sister TJ, I think this was like a personal dump. Now, I do think this came from Sister TJ as well. Nope, maybe not. Maybe this was somebody's diary. Yeah, it looks like somebody's personal thing, so we'll close that up so they don't get seen. Their stuff don't get seen. But you see, they're nice, but I don't think they would make a good thing for smoothies. I think a smoothie thing would be bigger than that. But I don't know. I don't know. It just depends. They look awful small to me. Easy Care pillowcases. 2 pillowcases in here. Looks like it's ever been opened. This was exciting to me. Bombas socks. Bombas socks are indestructible. They are very expensive. Very, very expensive. Well, to me, for a sock, they're expensive. But they're worth every penny. I found some of these a long time ago at Burlington, and it's hard for me to wear anything else. They're absolutely wonderful in what they do. They're pretty stain resistant. They don't get stained up. Like I said, they're kind of on the pricey side, but they're absolutely worth it. There's another thing. So I got maybe 4 out of the 6, maybe. This looks like a little beret. It's kind of cute, maybe for a little girl. Looks like it's for a little girl. Might have been part of a set, but that's cute. Uh-oh, this keeps falling over because this is flimsy, but random set of chopsticks, another set of chopsticks for a bowl that was probably broken. Then you have some, it looks like some face towels or some microfiber cloths. Put those there. And this set of 3 ceramic succulent gift sets. The tray and then the 3 succulents. Look like it's in there. Hopefully none of it's broken. It may not be broken, but we shall see. And then we have this thing right here. I wasn't real sure, but I got it anyway. It's some sort of tray. Let me get this glass off of here. Oh, I see what it is. Maybe like an overhead deal. A drying rack of some sort, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. Because it kind of goes like that. Upside down. Maybe I got it upside down. I don't know. But that's super cute. I just got to figure out how it goes. Super cute. These right here are old. Not old, but they're the actual hangers that didn't have things on them. So back they go. But with that being said, y'all, wasn't this a lovely little dive? Sorry I lost you. I didn't mean to lose you. This phone is getting ready to overheat, so I'll wrap it up. But in between dives, my city's finest got right behind me, and I thought I was going to really be busted. But the Lord showed grace and favor, and he kept going. He got called to some other something. Because like I said, immediately the work we have to get done could get us a ticket, but the Lord showed grace and favor, and he got called somewhere else. But I got into the next city when I went to Sister Holmes, and I was diving, and a police cruiser pulled right up on me walking away from the dumpster. Slow mode us for a little while and then just kept going. I said, that's not nothing but the grace and the favor of God right there. And I'm so happy, because that, although the dumpsters I dive at do not have trespassing stickers on them, it's really at the discretion, and there are no ordinances in our city against diving. It's really at the police's and the store owners or store managers' discretion as to whether or not you can get in trouble. And there was two reasons I could have gotten in trouble today. I could have gotten in trouble even though it's not against the law to dive. Everybody has their own ordinances. The ordinances in the city where I was, there's no ordinance against it, but had a store manager come out and the police drove up, I could get fined for that. Not only could I get fined for that, I could get a ticket for, the work that needs to be done on this truck as well. So that too, and I said, well, okay, Lord, thank you. That's 2 times you showed grace and favor, so let me get out of here. And so that's what I did. But what do y'all think about the snatch and grab situation for this week? I just think it's absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Gonna be nice for the yard sale. But with that being said, y'all, I appreciate, as always, you watching. If you could, give me a thumbs up so we could send this dumpster diving joy and happiness out into the algorithm. Bless somebody's day with the hidden treasures of darkness and riches in secret places that the Lord is blessing me with, that I'm going to bless my neighbors with our next yard sale. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all of your prayers. We feel them. They sustain us, and God has been very merciful and gracious to us as we heal from losing Misha so suddenly. But I thank y'all so much for being there for us when we needed you most. And with that being said, rock stars, y'all have an amazing week.